Hello everyone, it's me Amna and welcome to Amna's Learning Hub. I hope you all are fine and finding my videos helpful. We have started the series of organic chemistry in which we are discussing about the important properties of organic chemistry and a few concepts of organic chemistry. In previous lectures, in first lecture we discussed about introduction of organic chemistry, what is organic chemistry, what are hydrocarbons. In second lecture we discussed about the general formula of alkane, alkene and alkynes, and I told you about the concept of isomerism. We talked about catenation and we discussed a few physical properties of alkanes, alkenes and alkynes. In today's lecture, we are going to talk about the chemical reactions of alkanes and alkynes. Whenever the word chemical reaction or the word chemical properties comes, that means we are going to study the chemical properties in which the alkane or alkyne or any organic compound will come on the reactant side. Keep one thing in your mind which is very important before studying the chemical reactions, which are the basics of chemical reactions. At this side, this is the left side of mine. Here we have always reactants. Then this is an arrowhead. Then on other side we have products. And on arrow, in organic reaction, if something is written on this arrow, that means conditions of that reaction. Conditions. In organic chemistry, conditions are very, very, very important. I will explain you the reactions in which we will discuss about the conditions, and it is the most important thing. Clear? Okay. So we are going to start it with the organic reactions of alkanes, chemical reactions of alkanes. At this level, at O levels, we are going to study about two types of chemical reactions of alkane. One is combustion and other one will be substitution reaction. At your level, at this level, we are going to study about the combustion of alkane and we are going to talk about the substitution reactions of alkanes. So let's dive into these reactions, that what are the reactions and how to cater them. So first thing is combustion. We all know that what combustion is. Combustion means burning in the presence of oxygen. In the presence of oxygen. Whenever there is some sort of burning, heat is providing or heat is producing, then it is in the presence of oxygen. This is called combustion. If it is in the presence of oxygen, it is known as complete combustion. Clear? If the combustion is occurring and burning is happening in the presence of oxygen, this is called complete combustion. For example, we have any alkane. It is burning in the presence of oxygen. The products that we will have will be carbon dioxide and water vapors. So whenever the combustion reaction will be studied, we must have carbon dioxide and water in them. In organic chemistry, there are some pet products. Like these products are compulsory and these products will be synthesized in any way. So in combustion reaction, you must keep this thing in your mind that carbon dioxide and water are the compulsory products. These will be formed, then combustion will occur, then combustion will happen. Clear? Let's take an example. For example, I'm talking about any alkane. So let's take the simplest alkane, which is CH4. It is burning in the presence of oxygen. When it is burning in the presence of oxygen, product will be carbon dioxide and water. These are the products. Methane is reacting with oxygen, carbon dioxide and water is produced. Now we have to balance the equation. Balance means number of elements or number of atoms in reactant side and the product side will be equal to each other. For example, here we have one carbon and here also we have one carbon. Here we have two oxygens. Here we also have two oxygens. Here we have two hydrogens, but here we have four hydrogens. To satisfy this, we are going to add 2 here. Now, here we have 4 hydrogens and here we have 4 hydrogens as well. Here we have 2 oxygens and we have 2 oxygens. That means 4 oxygens on the product side. So we will add 2 here. So now the equation is balanced. This is known as combustion reaction, in which alkane is burning in the presence of oxygen and producing carbon dioxide and water. So whenever the word combustion comes, the thing that should come in your mind is burning in the presence of oxygen. This is complete combustion. You can also write the definition. If examiner asks you, you can also write the equation, missing part of the equation, if the question, according to the equation, according to the question, and according to the circumstance. Clear? Next thing, the reaction that we are going to study is substitution reaction. Substitution reaction. Now, substitution means when something is replacing another thing. When one atom is replacing another atom. This is known as substitution. Okay. So, in alkanes, only substitution reaction can happen because it is a saturated compound. Saturated compound means all of the bonds are satisfied by a single covalent bonding. Every carbon has 4 bonds and each bond is single covalent bond. If you have seen the previous lecture, in previous lecture, I told you the difference between saturated and unsaturated compound. I will add the previous lecture in I icon. Okay, so in substitution reaction, for example, I am taking ethane. If you remember my first lecture, eth means 2. So carbon is making single bond with carbon and all of the other bonds are with hydrogen. Now all bonds are satisfied. Now we want to add something. That thing will not be added but will substitute. For example, I am adding chlorine. I can also write it like this. Cl, single bond with Cl. So I want to add chlorine in this one. So that means, let's use another color. This chlorine will substitute this hydrogen. For example, and this reaction is occurring in the presence of sunlight, particularly UV light. So sunlight or UV light is the condition of the reaction, that this reaction can only happen in the presence of sunlight or in the presence of UV light. So now this compound will be carbon having 3 hydrogens, another carbon having 2 hydrogens, and here we will have chlorine. So that chlorine replaced this hydrogen, and now this hydrogen will combine with this chlorine. So product will be this compound and HCl, right? Now we know that the name of this compound is ethane. Now chlorine has added into it. Now the name will be chloroethane. Clear this point? If we have any other element here, then we will add that name in prefix, and the next name will be this. I will make another video in which we will talk about the nomenclature of organic compounds, that how to name them and how to write the name of a particular organic compound. Clear this thing? Okay, So this is called substitution reaction. Substitution can also be applied further on the same reactant, on the same compound. For example, chloroethane will again undergo a substitution reaction in the presence of sunlight. Let's discuss that as well. Okay, now we have CH3, CH2 and Cl is attached with it, plus we are going to add another chlorine in it in the presence of UV light. So now another hydrogen will be replaced. Let's write an extended formula. Hydrogen, 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 hydrogen and this hydrogen. Now again this chlorine will come and substitute this hydrogen. Another hydrogen will be substituted. So product will be CH2Cl, CH2Cl plus HCl, right? Now as we have two chlorines, so name will be dichloroethane. All of the bonds are single. Till now all of the bonds are single covalent bonds. We have added two chlorines. It is now dichloroethane. If there are three chlorines, trichloroethanes. If four, tetrachloroethanes. If five, pentachloroethane. And if six, hexachloroethane. This will be the process. The whole process will repeat itself and the new product will be produced in every step. This type of reaction is called substitution reaction. With this, I have a small assignment for you people, so that this concept will be clear to all of you. I will give you a simplest compound, that is methane CH4. So do the substitution reaction of methane with chlorine. So do the chlorination of methane. Okay, so this will be the assignment that you will do, and if you find any difficulty in it, you can message me on Instagram or you can comment down on YouTube video so that we can do that again, or I can help you to do the chemical reaction. Clear this thing? So now we are done with the chemical reaction of alkanes. We are going to start chemical reaction of alkene. So alkene have different type of chemical reactions. First one will be combustion reaction, again same as we had for alkane, and then we have addition reaction. Substitution, only the substitution reaction that can perform in alkane. The rest of the alkenes or alkynes will have addition reaction. Why? Because these are unsaturated compounds. That means there are double bond and there are triple bonds. So double bond can be, one bond can be break down and allow the elements to come into it. Same is the case with this, two bonds will break down and allow the other atoms will come into it. So this is how we observe addition reactions in alkenes and alkynes. So there are various types of addition reactions. For example, we have addition of hydrogen, that is called hydrogenation. Addition of hydrogen is known as hydrogenation. Then we can allow addition of halogens. Halogens means fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. So this is known as halogenation. Then we can do addition of water, that is called hydration. Hydration. Water means hydration. and then we also have other kind of addition reactions. So basically these three reactions are going to be observed. Next one is the example of polymerization. This is an example of addition reaction. So we will discuss all of these types of reactions in the coming video, because we will discuss combustion of alkene today, and then we are good to go for today's lecture, because I know this is a bit complicated chemical reactions. So I will give you time to understand the whole lecture or to practice it, and we will move gradually and slowly so that everything will be clear to you, and you can ask me anything if you have any query or if you have any kind of question in your mind, right? So in tomorrow's lecture we will discuss all of these addition reactions of alkenes, but for today we are going to discuss about the combustion of alkenes. So whenever the word combustion comes, the thing that should come in your mind is burning of alkene in the presence of oxygen. Burning of anything in the presence of oxygen is combustion. Again, the product will be carbon dioxide and water. Let's have an example of CH2 double bond with CH2. This compound is called ethene. So burning of ethene in the presence of oxygen will also produce carbon dioxide and water. So whenever combustion comes, no matter if it's alkane, alkene or alkyne, it will be the product will be carbon dioxide and water. So here is a small thing that I also want to discuss with you people. Combustion is also of two types. First one is complete combustion, and second one is incomplete combustion. So complete combustion means we have excess of oxygen and products will be carbon dioxide and water. If I talk about incomplete combustion, so oxygen is limited. Here oxygen is excess. Here oxygen is limited, and products will be carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide and water. And we all know that carbon monoxide is very hazardous for health. So there are two types of combustion. One is complete combustion, which is in excess of oxygen, and product is carbon dioxide and water. Second one is incomplete combustion. Oxygen is limited and products are carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide and water. With this, our today's video is over. So if you have any question, if there isn't any ambiguity, if you find anything difficult, just message me on Instagram or you can comment down so that I will help you out. I hope I am helping you to learn chemistry in a better way or an easy way. Still, if you find any difficulty or you want any change in my way of teaching, so you can give your suggestion. I always welcome all of your suggestions. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself. Practice organic chemistry, because without practice you won't be able to learn organic chemistry. So stay tuned, stay connected. I will upload my next video tomorrow inshallah, and see you all. Allah Hafiz.